Robert Whittaker expects a big size difference if he pairs up with Alex Pereira in the near future. The Brazilian kickboxing sensation captured UFC gold with just his fourth octagonal appearance at UFC 281 this past weekend. Pereira, who scored a martial arts hat-trick against Israel Adesanya, defeated his opponent in the fifth and final round of the main match with a rain of punches into the cage. Whittaker, a former middleweight, couldn't help noticing how great Pereira was compared to his middleweight counterpart, who had watched the game more closely than most as the former champion and top contender. Prior to the fight, Pereira shared a hefty 232 pounds in preparation for her big title fight. After all, he had no problem hitting the 185-pound mark when it mattered most. As I've said before, I'm not planning to beat Paulo Costa, but I would say Pereira is a better match for me than Israel, Whittaker said at the press conference where UFC 284 tickets were on sale. Just because he likes standing and moving forward. The way he likes to fight gives me a better advantage. But did you see the man's size while saying that? Why isn't anyone talking about it? Dude is just giant. He's an absolute giant. I've been face to face with Israel, and it's surprising to see that Israel is pretty big. He looks tall and skinny, but he's actually a big guy. Then you see Pereira across from him and it's just that his features are bigger. His feet, hands, and forearms are huge. I'm thinking, who let this guy in? But still I think I can beat him. Whittaker's two previous defeats to Adesanya in recent years have put him in an uncertainty as to when he'll be able to fight for the title again this year. Now that the championship has changed hands, the window of opportunity has reopened. But a potential rematch between the two may still have to wait to see how it plays out first, but before that, Whittaker will need to return to his streak by beating the aforementioned Costa at UFC 284 in Perth, Australia on February 11th. I realized that if I waited until November to see who would come out on top, I could probably wait for a championship game, Whittaker said. The point when I'm doing this is that I've done this before. I've finally been sitting on the bench for too long. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of waiting. I just want to get in there. I want to fight. It's even better in Perth. It's an Australian. The card is a jump from where I live. So I'm really looking forward to being there and putting on a good show. Best Stories Reflex. Frankie Edgar, clearly heartbroken, after knockout loss in retirement fight. This is too bad, but how can I complain? Rankings. Is Zhang Weili destined for a dominant UFC title this time? Victory. Chris Gutierrez remembers what went through his mind after he knocked out Frankie Edgar. I hope he's okay. PFL World Championship pay-per-view price announced. Progress. Josh Emmett happy with interim title shot but goal unchanged. Alexander Volkanovski. This is the champion. Video Stu Giri's greatest hits. Bellator 288 fighter jet finishes in slow motion. Invicta FC 50 strawweight championship tournament draw. Volk reacts. Top 5 fastest UFC champions. Listen Writer against the Warrior. Damon Martin of MMA Fighting chats with Matt Brown. A Good Morning. MMA Fighting's Mike Heck debates whether the UFC should immediately take back Israel Adesanya with Alex Pereira after UFC 281's shocking ending. Social media boo your best to organize a party. finally attended a freestyle bender staff party to support local artists, single moms, immigrants, etc. To support the big dreams we donate. To do the master's work for him on his day off. armeenpic.twitter.com/G8I4E9K4WM. Israel Adesanya November 15, 2022 Revenge. Usually on my left side I'll get this after being cleared in 6 to 8 months. Tim Elliott November 16, 2022 Ready. Tim Elliott injured Dvorak refused Molina is fighting and she will never fight me in her life. Manel Kapi has a fight, Matt Schnell has a fight, Amir Albazi has a fight, but if any of these are ready for the March UK card, you know who to contact. Mick Maynard too. Mohammad Mokayev November 16, 2022 You don't want to do anything with me, lil boy. You keep hiding under the pretense of sorting. If you want, come to my country UK. Mohammad Mokayev is 72 JPDRM. Jake Hadley November 15, 2022 Hadley. 5 matches cancelled 4-1-2020 Mokayev. 9-0 so shut the up. Come to Manchester for a game. I'll sit on your face, I'm here in England right now. Mohammad Mokayev the 16th of November 2022 Shit lads. Even your own teammates don't like you, so be quiet. When I see you at the ACB event and bow your head. Never forget that. Eat for life. Mohammad Mokayev November 16, 2022 I've never been to the ACB in my life. So that's for sure. Jake Hadley November 16, 2022 Fight now. Funny how your workout reminds me of those flimsy lawn chairs. MXC or UPB79 pic.twitter.com/Q2VGJDish4. Aljamain Sterling November 16, 2022 I mean, you deserve it, champ. To walk. Moicano vibe is strong. Homie pissed off money microphone Moicano VXFYKTDA4Y. Renato Moicano UFC November 16, 2022 Magnum It's Always MMA. Watch. Alex Pereira has hunted Israel Adesanya for 3 years. pic.twitter.com/apcorfarm. Luca Fury November 16, 2022 Assembly. Fight announcements Ovent Street Pru. Philippi Lins. UFC 282. December 10th Victoria Lee. Zeba Bano. On One Prime Video 7. January 13th John Lineker vs. Fabrizio Andrade. On One Prime Video 7. February 10th Final thoughts Pereira certainly looked very strong against Adesanya at UFC 281. I'm not entirely sure how effective this would be for Whittaker in a fight between the two. But I'd like to find out. Thank you for reading. Exit the survey poll. Who will win this weekend? Derek Lewis. View results by Sergey Spivak. Votes 64% Derek Lewis, 35% Sergey Spivak. Total 480 votes. Vote now if you find something you'd like to see in the morning report. Reach out to Drake Riggs _ on Twitter and let him know. Also follow MMA Fighting on Instagram and on Facebook.